Over 60% of dog owners report that their dog has at least one weird habit involving water. Splashing it everywhere, refusing to drink from a full bowl, digging in it like they're searching for buried treasure. And most owners? They have no idea why. They just clean up the mess and move on. But every strange thing your dog does with water is communication. It's instinct. It's a message you're not decoding. Today, we're breaking down 7 of the weirdest water behaviors dogs display, from the mildly odd to the downright bizarre, and revealing exactly what each one means. Strange thing number 1. They dig or paw at their water bowl. You fill the bowl. Your dog walks over, and instead of drinking, they start pawing at it, splashing water everywhere, making a mess. You might think they're playing, being destructive, or just being difficult. But this behavior has roots that go back thousands of years. In the wild, wolves and wild dogs often paw at water sources to clear debris, mud, or insects before drinking. It's a survival instinct. Your dog's bowl is clean, sure, but their brain doesn't know that. They're following an ancient script that says, "Make sure this water is safe before you drink it." Some dogs also paw at water to cool it down if it feels too warm, or to create movement, which makes it more appealing to drink. Moving water in nature is usually fresher and safer than stagnant water. There's also a comfort element. Puppies paw at their mother's belly while nursing to stimulate milk flow. Some dogs transfer this comforting behavior to their water bowl, especially if they're anxious or seeking reassurance. So if your dog digs at their water, they're not being annoying. They're being a dog. They're checking, cooling, or self-soothing, and that's completely normal. Strange thing number 2, they drink excessively after meals. Your dog finishes eating and immediately goes to their water bowl, drinking and drinking and drinking, way more than seems necessary. This actually makes perfect sense once you understand canine digestion. Dogs produce less saliva while eating than humans do. Dry kibble in particular absorbs moisture as it travels down the esophagus and into the stomach. Your dog's body knows it needs extra water to help break down that food and move it through the digestive system efficiently. A study from the College of Veterinary Medicine at Kansas State University found that dogs consuming dry food drink up to 3 times more water immediately after meals compared to dogs eating wet food. But here's where it gets interesting. Excessive drinking after meals can also be a sign of something called anticipatory thirst. Your dog's body has learned the routine: eat, then need water. So they drink preemptively, sometimes more than they actually need, just because the pattern is ingrained. It's not a problem unless the drinking becomes truly extreme, which could indicate diabetes or kidney issues. But in most cases, post-meal water chugging is just your dog's digestive system doing its job. Strange thing number 3. They refuse to drink unless you're watching. This one baffles a lot of owners. The water bowl is full. Your dog is thirsty, but they won't drink. They just stare at you. And the moment you walk over and stand near the bowl, suddenly they start drinking. What's going on? This is a bonding behavior. In pack dynamics, eating and drinking in the presence of other pack members is a sign of trust and social cohesion. Your dog isn't just thirsty. They want to share the experience with you. Some behaviorists call this social drinking. Research from the Anthrozoology Research Group found that dogs with strong attachments to their owners often display proximity-seeking behaviors during basic activities like eating and drinking. There's also a vulnerability factor. Drinking requires your dog to lower their head, reducing their field of vision. In the wild, this makes them vulnerable to predators or threats. By waiting for you to be nearby, your dog feels safer. They're saying, "I trust you to watch my back while I'm in a vulnerable position." So if your dog refuses to drink unless you're there, don't be annoyed. Be honored. You're their protector, and they know it. Strange thing number 4. They submerge their entire snout and make a mess. Some dogs are polite drinkers. Others shove their entire face into the water bowl like they're bobbing for apples. Water drips everywhere. Their face is soaked. The floor is soaked. Why? Part of it is anatomy. Dogs with shorter snouts, like bulldogs or pugs, often struggle to drink efficiently due to their facial structure. They compensate by submerging more of their face to get enough water. But even long-snouted dogs sometimes do this, and the reason is usually sensory. Dogs experience the world through their nose. When they submerge their snout, they're not just drinking. They're smelling the water, checking for impurities, temperature changes, or unfamiliar scents. It's quality control. Additionally, some dogs just enjoy the sensation. Cold water on a hot day feels good on their face, not just in their mouth. A 2018 study on canine sensory preferences found that dogs often engage in behaviors that provide tactile stimulation, especially around the face and mouth. So yes, it's messy. But your dog isn't being rude. They're being thorough, and maybe enjoying a little face-cooling refreshment in the process. Strange thing, number 5. They carry water in their mouth to another location. This is one of the strangest ones. Your dog drinks from the bowl, but instead of swallowing, they walk across the room, onto the carpet or your bed, and then let the water dribble out. Why on earth would they do this? This behavior is called water carrying, and it has a few possible explanations. The first is denning instinct. In the wild, mother dogs sometimes carry water in their mouths back to the den to share with puppies who can't leave the nest yet. Your dog might be doing this instinctively, even if there are no puppies around. It's hardwired behavior. The second reason is preference for drinking location. Some dogs don't like drinking in the kitchen or wherever their bowl is. Maybe it's too loud, too bright, or too close to their food, so they take water to a quieter, more comfortable spot. They're not being difficult. They just want to drink in peace. And the third reason? Some dogs just like the feeling of cold water in their mouth and carry it around before swallowing, similar to how a child might hold a sip of soda in their mouth to savor it. It's quirky, yes, but it's harmless. Just keep a towel handy. Strange thing. Number 6. They flip their water bowl over. This one drives owners crazy. The bowl is full. Your dog walks over and deliberately flips it, spilling water everywhere. Are they upset, bored, trying to punish you? Usually, it's none of those things. Bowl flipping is often a playful behavior, especially in younger dogs or high-energy breeds. Water is fun. It moves, it splashes, it creates a reaction. Your dog flips the bowl because it's entertaining. It's the same reason toddlers throw food. Cause and effect is fascinating. But sometimes bowl flipping is communication. Your dog might be saying, "This water is stale. I want fresh water." Or, "This bowl is too small, too big, or in the wrong spot. Fix it." A study from Purdue University found that dogs are highly sensitive to water freshness and bowl cleanliness. If they perceive the water as old or the bowl as dirty, they may refuse to drink and express frustration by flipping it. The solution? Provide fresh water multiple times a day. Use a heavier bowl that's harder to flip. And if the behavior persists, consider that your dog might just need more mental stimulation. A bored dog will find entertainment anywhere, even in a water bowl. Strange thing. 7. They stare at their water bowl without drinking. Your dog stands in front of their water bowl, staring at it, not drinking, not walking away, just staring. This might be the strangest behavior of all, and it can actually be a red flag. Sometimes, staring at water without drinking indicates a medical issue. Nausea, mouth pain, or throat discomfort can make a dog hesitant to drink even when they're thirsty. If your dog suddenly starts doing this and it's out of character, a vet visit is a good idea. But often, the staring is behavioral. Some dogs are suspicious of reflections in the water. They see movement on the surface and don't trust it. Others have had a negative experience. Maybe they gulped water too fast and choked, and now they're cautious. And some dogs, particularly older ones, develop cognitive changes that make them forget what the bowl is for. They know they're thirsty, they know the bowl is important, but the connection doesn't click immediately. Additionally, some dogs stare at the bowl waiting for you to acknowledge it, similar to the "won't drink unless you're watching" behavior. They want you involved. If your dog stares at their water bowl frequently, try offering water from your hand or a different container. Sometimes, breaking the routine solves the hesitation. What it all means. 7 strange behaviors, 7 messages your dog is sending. They're not being weird for the sake of it. They're following instincts, expressing preferences, communicating needs, or working through anxieties. Water is essential to life, and how your dog interacts with it reveals a lot about their personality, their history, and their relationship with you. So the next time your dog does something odd with water, don't just roll your eyes and grab a towel. Pause, watch, ask yourself, what are they trying to tell me? Because once you start listening, you'll realize your dog has been talking to you all along. If you found this video helpful, check out the next video on your screen for more insights about your dog.